Hey, I'm Bryan Fuller. I'm a garage shop fabricator. So today, the tail, 68 Norton, chromoly frame, real light. We've been working on this a while, getting ready basically for the metal. And finally, now we kind of get to do it. So we've taken a vintage Ducati reproduction plexi, and then all this skin work is, if I pull some of this back, all this is welding rod. So you simply just take some welding rod, you can kind of bend it into shape. So here's my pattern. And we use this to determine our shape. And made a hammer form out of MDF, squishes it together, and then as we're doing all this stretching, we're able to keep this side the same. You've probably seen this before, but take a mallet. One of the big things, I want to get this crease nice. Unbreakable hammer. And an old snap-on that I had to rescue it from the dogs. They were out there like, and anyway, luckily I got it just in time before it was donated to the doggy bone area. The hard part about these is, tapering it from a pretty heavy crown to very little, and that's where the tricky part comes. So now you see how we get from there to where we are today. And I'm going to use a contour gauge. This is an OTC, even though they don't put their brand on there, but this is an OTC model. And then all you do is put that on there, and I can flip-flop it to the other side, and you can see really quick that I need about an 1/8 inch. Obviously my options are hammer it with the old hammer. We can stick it in the jet planishing hammer. English wheel, but this is pretty small for the English wheel. We've also got the power hammer. This is one fine machine. And I can do it by hand, but these are so controllable. I'm going to turn down the speed a little bit. This has a really nice adjustable speed. I just want to go real slow. Anyway, I like this tool. Problem with all really powerful tools though, don't want to go too far. You can see it really stays consistent. That tool is really accurate and nice. All right, now we're going to move on to planishing hammer. I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to go medium pressure, and then for the final kind of fine tuning, I'm going to turn it down, go a little lighter, and really make it kind of shine. You got to move your head like that. Yes, mainly in the center, so it just kind of needs still needs a little bit of overall stretching. Someone actually asked me today, like, how do you know when to stop? Like, this thing's going to be polished, so once the shape is correct, and really I can fix that. It's got an open tail. I can fix any of it anytime I want. And this is 90 thou material, so I could file it. But the funny thing is, the longer you do it, the better you like it. You know what I mean? Like anything else, you just get to where you get better at it, and you just get more spoiled, and you get better tools, and you know what I mean? Like, you just keep wanting it better, better, better. And to me, as a fabricator, the real test is what you do before you grind. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's what's showing off. You do a weld, you leave it. You make a part, you didn't grind it. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of deal shows what you really are made of as a builder, versus, when you first start, you're like, all right, I did it, and then I ground it to perfection. You know what I mean? Whereas later on, you go, all right, well, I built it, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty damn nice, and I haven't touched it a bit. A nice shoulder pad right there. Could have been good at making some armor. So anyway, you can see I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I think that's a spot where any more is going to be a waste of my time and yours. So but it's, I mean, it's stout. It's 90 thou, and that's just rock hard. So I've got both of these about ready. So now I'm gonna make a quick pattern and get this trimmed, and I think we can go ahead and kind of start putting it in. Once you cut, it's gone. But oh well, right? That's the knee anvil. The body, it's the best. Your first shaping tool ever known to man. The knee, or rock. The tail is a little more pointed than what I made my hammer form. So I think what I need to do is, once I get this trim, I'll reshape my rear a little bit. I mean, that's, you can see that's getting pretty good now. I mean, that's about a spot that I can, you know, that I can start thinking about tacking it. Cool. I think that'll work. The tip. You'll know it's my name while I remove this tip. Here's this tip. That power hammer, that thing will eat you up with bop, 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 bop. All right, so I'm gonna crank up the precision TIG, and this is an air-cooled TIG, which is basically just a power source, and we're gonna be welding 3003 aluminum. Back from commercial break. Now, it's always a good idea, long sleeves, cover yourself. Don't want to get a 3rd-degree burn. And safety glasses, just in case. You poke your eyeball out with the rod. Tacks are nowhere near like steel is. Let me beat a couple more spots, because you know that makes me feel good when I get to hammer something. Just kind of shows a little bit more what it's going to look like. All right, well, we got that side tack. Looking good, time for a cold Sweetwater. But I've got to plug my book. If you want some more sheet metal tips, Mark Prosser and I, full bore sheet metal. All kinds of good tips in there. 2 years of our time writing that thing, and we've had pretty good feedback. So anyway, thanks for watching.